Hello guys, I am here with a review from the binary watch found on DealExtreme. Before I go around showing the watch as a whole, I'd like to show you all the individual parts, which is the casing, the electronics, and a little semi-transparent paper that shows the letters and numbers a little better on the watch. I would like to mention that this case will rust, so try to keep it out of the water. Don't wear it for extended periods of time, because sweat will make it rust. And make sure to dry it off when you're done wearing it. On the back plate of the watch, this is the back plate of the watch, which is the part touching your skin. When I ordered mine, it came with a little plastic protection plastic on it, which I left on because I knew it would rust. However, today it came off, and I decided I would like to repair it a little. So I got some regular tape, just regular stuff, and I taped three lines of tape on it so it doesn't touch my skin directly and it doesn't rust. This is the casing. As you can see, two buttons, a little fake leather wristband. It looks nice, it's comfy, it's just cheap. The entire watch is cheap, so don't expect too much from it, but it's a great watch. The inside of it, some transparent holes for the LEDs to show. This is the actual watch itself. It's a battery on the back with a plastic cover on it, so it doesn't fall out. All those little white/silver spots are the LEDs, and those two are the buttons. The upper one is to show the time, and if you press the bottom one twice, you will go in edit mode. I will show you that later. So let's turn it on real quick. It's quite bright, so you will be noticed when it's dark. Already showed you the back plate, and then you have this little semi-transparent piece of plastic which goes inside the case, and it disperses the light and from the LED, so it isn't too bright and you can actually read it, and it looks a lot better with this little paper on it. So let's put it back together. By the way, you can pry it open with a really tiny screwdriver. Remember, this is not a watertight watch, so make sure to take care when you open it up. So put the paper in first, and take note on what side the buttons are, and that's the way it goes in. It's a snug fit. So that one's in, and then the back plate doesn't really matter which way it goes in. Let's put it in this way. Just press it, and it's closed. Right, so this is the watch as a whole. The glass/plastic front you see here, it's not scratch resistant. So handle with care, because you will scratch it very easily, and I've already done that. There's a scratch right from here down to here. It's a little hard to show on the video, but yeah, I was not amused when that happened, and I only had it for like 3 days. Now I own it for about a month, it's still working, so it's a decent watch, just handle it with care. So let's turn it on. So now it's showing the time. You got 5 seconds to read the time. That's the AM/PM marker. Turn this back on. Those are the hours, and those are the minutes. So right now it is, hold on a second, 6:40 PM. If you press it twice, it will show the date, months, days. It's now the 14th of October, I believe. and that's correct. When you got the date function, you can see both yellow LEDs light up to indicate you're watching at the date and not at the time. You got the little dots with LEDs, and next to it there's a little hole that shows the number. So if you ever get lost calculating the time, you can just look at the numbers, and you can. It's easier to add them. So let's go over the wristband real quick. It has a lot of holes in it. I'm currently using the second hole, so I've got a fairly small wrist, but it's fairly loose this way. I can imagine that people with larger wrists have some trouble wearing this, because the holes are quite close together. Well, you got of course this little clasp, or I'm not really what you call it. It feels sturdy, but it's hard to see. Let's try and get some light on it. But the part from here to there is really thin, so don't yank it too hard because you might break it. Yet again, handle with care. The watch is very delicate, but if you handle it with care, it will live for a long time. Yeah, so if you have any leftover stuff from the band, you can put it underneath those little, what do you call it, bands really, and it will fit nice. Yeah, so it's a metal casing with black, it's entirely black with red and yellow LEDs on it. A fake leather wristband, doesn't really matter because it still looks nice. And oh yeah, I haven't showed you the edit function yet, sorry for that. So what I usually do when I go to edit is press the upper button once and the lower button a second time. So now it's an edit, and it's showing hours. So I can edit the hours by pressing the upper button, and when I'm done selecting the hours I press the lower button. It goes to minutes. I'm just selecting randomness right now, so you get the idea. When I press it again, you go to date, you can change the month, press it again, and you can change the day. Press it one more time, and it's back to normal mode. My friends kind of found out how easy it is to go into edit mode, so they always try to press the lower button when I'm not watching. So don't tell them, because it's very... they like doing it, at least my friends do. A bit lame, but whatever. I would always recommend pressing the upper button, but you can also turn it on using the lower button, which I rarely use. You can switch through date and time by pressing the upper button, so that's okay. My manual did not come with, my watch did not come with a manual, so I hope this video is explain it to you if you don't receive a manual. I know people that had to take off a little piece of paper before the battery would work. I heard people who did not have a battery when it arrived, or when a dead battery. It's easy to replace, just pry it open with a little screwdriver, and it's fairly straightforward. Yeah, so that basically covers the watch. You don't really need a manual for it, besides it's probably in Chinese or Korean or Japanese, so I wouldn't bother reading it. Fairly easy to figure out. Stylish watch, people like it, they always ask you what it is, where'd you get it from. It looks very expensive, isn't expensive. It's a great buy. Yeah, it's a bit nerdy. People might call you nerdy. Not a problem for me. I'm a bit nerdy. People respect me for that. And don't worry about being nerdy, because you can get a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend, no problem. She even likes it. She likes this watch. She wishes there was a female version for it, because it isn't a very girlish watch. So yeah, that's sad, but at least the male the males can enjoy it. So that basically rounds it up. It's a decent watch, stylish. Just make sure you take care of it. It will rust. It can scratch very easily, but that doesn't make it a bad watch because it's very low priced. It's stylish. It works as it's supposed to work, and those are the most important things. Yeah. So let's round this up. Personally, if this watch would break, I would buy a new one straight away. Perfect service, great service, DealExtreme, awesome work, guys. Love this watch, and I might order a second one for just in case this one breaks, so I don't need to go without one. Because I've been waiting for a brand new watch that isn't too expensive for a long time, and this is exactly what I've been looking for. So, right guys, have fun.